Kashmir seminar was held at the Stoke and Trent, organized by Jammu and Kashmir Self-Determination Movement International. The chief guest was opposition leader of Azad Kashmir Chaudhry Muhammad Yasin. It was presided by Raja Najabud Hussain, Chairman Jammu Kashmir Self-Determination Movement International, and hosted by President Pakistan People's Party Stoke and Trent, Naveed Mughal.
My name is Anthea McIntyre. I'm a member of the European Parliament representing the West Midlands, including Stoke-on-Trent, where we are today. And I'm very honoured to be the co-chair of the Friends of Kashmir in the European Parliament, where we are supporting the self-determination for the people of Kashmir. I'm also very much calling on people on all sides of the argument to condemn violence wherever it happens. We should condemn the incident where we saw in Indian-occupied Kashmir this week, and I call on all Kashmiris to refrain from violence and to condemn it wherever they see it. I'm very pleased, I'm really pleased that next week we will have a hearing in the Human Rights Committee of the European Parliament about the situation in Kashmir and the human rights violations. And so we will see what the United Nations are saying to India in terms of its approach and its attitude and its occupation of the Indian-occupied Kashmir. And I hope that the Parliament will be calling on India to take up those recommendations and to follow what they're being told.
The keynote speakers were Anthea McIntyre, MEP, Chairperson Friends of Kashmir in European Parliament; Jack Brereton, MP, Senior Vice Chairperson, APPG on Kashmir in the British Parliament; Ruth Smith, MP; Gareth Snell, MP, Chairman, JKSDMI, Raja Najabud Hussain, and others.
It's a moral obligation of the United Nations and international community to help us to resolve the issue, because the United Nations passed 18 resolutions on Kashmir, and India itself, the first Prime Minister, promised the Kashmiri people to give them the right of self-determination through a free, fair and partial plebiscite, which never happened. Kashmiris are waiting since last 70 years for the implementation of the promises which have been made to them, and a time has come that they should involve themselves and pressurize India to exercise this right of self-determination through a free, fair and partial plebiscite.
So important that we raise the issues of the human rights violations that have been committed within Kashmir. We've had a UN report which has been clearly condemning many of the significant violations of human rights in Kashmir, and we want to ensure that there is a peaceful solution to Kashmir becoming an independent state, if that is the wishes of the Kashmiri population.
The events that we've seen this week in Kashmir demonstrate once again the urgency of this situation and the fact that what we desperately need is a peaceful settlement and to allow the Kashmiri people the right to self-determination. It should be the right of everybody in this world to determine who they are and where they live. But we also need to make sure that there is an end to the violence, there is an end to the aggression, and that there is peace for the people who live not only in Kashmir, but for the families of those people who are Kashmiri living in the UK, that they know that their friends and their family and their loved ones are safe.
Trent, in solidarity with the people of Kashmir. There have been too many words and not enough action. It is now time genuinely for more than just conversations about peace and self-determination, but actual action to deliver it. Events in Kashmir over the last week have been even more heartbreaking than we'd seen before, with the actions that we'd seen previously from the actions of the Indian Army. We need peace. The people that live there need peace, and for the Kashmiris in the UK, we need reassurance that everyone's families are safe and secure. This is about people and how they live. So for me, I stand in solidarity with the people of Kashmir. I stand in solidarity with my community, and I say enough is enough. It is time for peace in Kashmir.
They expressed their views and stated that Kashmiris must be protected against all kinds of violations. They condemned the horrific suicide attack in Pulwama, Indian-occupied Kashmir. MP said diaspora Kashmiri community should play a more active role on the Kashmir cause and spread the message all over the world. They said a peaceful solution of Kashmir can be delivered by India and Pakistan. They also appreciated the upcoming human rights hearing on Kashmir in European Parliament, Brussels. SM Irfan Tahir, World News, Stoke and Trent.